essentially where horsepower is not the problem, it's the application thereof. So even Super Pro Street's kind of, I think I saw it at the shaking tank the other night, grabbing a couple burgers to go. Is that Hank Hillsall riding the right side?
Well, that's one of the old Stu Evans machines over there. Yeah, that actually was the backup car for the Evans program. Ron Dickerson up next here. Langer out of the Orlando.
Lifted and then pounded back into it, so your incrementals are a little off. So the 119 60 foot, although the car is a lot quicker than that. Langer had to get off early. What happened with Langer?
Well, Mr. Big Bang Dunoff with always ready for power, usually low or something like that.
Oh, Outlaw 10-5, we need you to the lane. Second pairing, I don't know, but
yeah, we also don't have the clutch dial in and down it is, so
we can just, but we talk like I tell you what, Dunoff rattled the tires all the way past the 330-foot mark and stayed in it. Yeah, I think the 60 foot is what makes all the fasteners are tight after that, shaking the tires like that. Russo got way out. No live streetcar here to the Orlando World Street Nationals. And Susan knocked the tires off. So Jeff, we got asked, looking at the start line there, as a professional, we get the thumbs up, look good? He's an air. Out in the sunshine. Okay, you can't say that though. He's at the track a lot of weekends helping out.
The guy's a workaholic. How about Fred Brunson out of Kissimmee?
Beautiful machine, great new paint job on board. I gotta tell you, this car was actually on its roof about 8 months ago. Really? So brand new configuration, and again, he's been racing it semi-regularly. Look at the... Squares them up and has to get out of it. A little bit of tire shake at about the 10-foot mark for Jericho.
Champion up next.
I think he's a little bit fired up. Hang on to it there. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Interesting thing. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened in this thing. You know, Randy Weisinger put together phenomenal people. I'll tell you what, the car made a pretty good first speed. Went a 113.60 foot. He was still in the throttle at the 60-foot mark. You can see some paddle marks in the racetrack. But when it started to shake and turn the tire over a little too quick. But not a bad hit at the racetrack for Frank.
Nope, and I guarantee that.
How about this good-looking Chevy S10 over here in the appliance direct lane?
You know, again, this
shows thousands of lives transformed.
That's 33, 149.
you may be correct. I believe it is out of the Richard Earl stable.
About center of gravity and stuff like that. How the How about Worthing?
Sure is. And watch his car, because he's been known to stand it on the bumper.
Lane. 938 and 145. And still move this type of racing. From last year, the incrementals from last year, 8.4. You know, this generation of Nova, you think Texas Range has, they got neat looking race car. I'm a neat looking, or a nice ride. I think it was Pontiac and an Astor or something like that.
jet that came out of Canada? Yep.
Just 1.77 miles an hour. I take that back. We've got Jeff Lutz coming up with another out of his stable, the 1957 Chevrolet.
Now,
straight up in the air, knocks the tires off it, able to get it down through the other end. He's going to make an adjustment, I'm sure, for the next session.
and yes, Lutz in the 57 Chevy now. This is a drag week competitor. The car, after what if 1,200, 1,100, 1,300, we know the car very capable, well over 200 mile an hour runs with the turbocharged onboard.
Get excited at about the 250-foot mark, and Jeff decides, you know,
Rick competed in drag week this year, and they gave him like the sports lay under the hood. Gotta love drag radial. It is one of a kind. Big horsepower on a
runs down through 819, 177. Now, here's the kicker, folks. 138, 60 foot, 362 to the free.
Once, twice, maybe 3 times a year at different events. You see him testing here all the time.
Good numbers for both here. 837,
Florida. Picked up his other race car. Drove back to Memphis, Tennessee to make the last round of qualifying for the race. It's a special sickness that drag racers have. Apopka, Florida. He's got an 88 Mustang, 302 cubic inches of bird under the hood. Former Limited Street World Champion, Mr. Lugo.
Albright knocks the tires off and a little bit lift. How about an 857 for Lugo? Very smooth.
Are on board. How about 365 cubic inches on Fratella's machine? These guys are still built small blocks. Well, I know that Mike's car was built.
How about a 777 and he breaks 100 and no. Now, Chris Carmasinas runs on a tire that's 36 inches tall and about 7.5 miles wide. Yeah, buddy. I don't know. Hey, still an 805. Yeah, it couldn't be that soft.
Like it. You know, right out of the old Pro Stock days too, you know, that's just like something we would have seen in Pro Stock in the mid-70s. They're starting to make a comeback, those narrow profile heads. I saw a couple of them the event up in New Jersey earlier this year. All kinds of craziness going on. Door cars, nitrous blowers, big inches, small inches. You know, we usually are local boys, aren't they?
We used to do a bet out here to see where the bump spot would be in Quick 32 for Night of Fire, and I'm telling you, we have seen it well into the mid to low 7s.
Nice. And that's out of 32 cars. So that's
Gallagher starts to make a walk to the center of the lane. He wisely gets out of it. 823, 121.
More of our Quick 32 cars coming around the corner. Scott Fromm out of Kissimmee. The 96 Mullis chassis dragster taking on John LaVisca, the third in the 74 Mustang. And we need Super Pro lanes 3, 4, 5. Pretty much the same section of the Johnson car.
LaVista's 874 and
this is the weekend for the memory skills. I'm glad I could give you one.
Thank you there.
Yeah, we run auto start. What auto start is as soon as both bulbs or top bulbs are lit, started
and done. How about a 786 at 169 in the left?
less than that. What it is? How nice is it that you put them together at 600?
That number one qualifier. stuff, really. So I gotta tell you,
Turbo car motor made 3,023 horsepower and 2,800 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah. What do you say? Alcohol funny cars have a hard time. A little bit of old, a little bit of new, a little something borrowed, and nothing there blue.
old school, 947 at 141 miles an hour.
During elimination tomorrow night. Right now we got the first round of qualifying. Again, love the old school days, right out of the pro stock days of the 70s is the Mopar missile.
779 with a 119.60 foot. They're like wisely lifts, doesn't know if his oil pan's touching the rods yet. How about a 932 for Billy Blanton out of Cocoa, Florida in the horse
dragster, huh? It's over in the pan.
Going on a bad run for now, through bar. Nice. Out of the hole, wisely gets out of it. How about 828 at 155 for Peyton? There's another guy getting a lot of ET for the speed. Car, 116 short, 833 at 160. And they go some really neat cars. Well, Tim Takac just called us up in the tower, and he said, you know that duster you guys were talking about? The owner of Blue Magic Oil and Lube Express was a 96.
Most exciting races of the season, all under one roof at the same time. Well, here comes, you hear it coming around the corner. Here is the big blown funny car. Look at the size of the spill plates and the wicker bill on the this car, check out the burnout. Hold on, it's something else. Car pretty quick. As it starts to walk its way back. To the Solo Blast here, the big Thunderbird body. Funny car.
801, 160.9.
Staying in a Mustang
those really big, like a 69 Camaro that you see in the car show.
Yeah, Ventura. Ford Astra.
Ventura, and the Apollo. So it's pretty neat. We actually have all four cars.
600 cubic inches on board, it says.
Goes at 10 looked pretty good again.
James Thompson came off the starting line, got about 250 foot off the line.
Never saw a touch to the brakes, never saw a brake light, just...
Detroit was the 421
powered cars that actually run at the...
And 3K with a couple big wheel stains there. A big preliminary wheel stain and then the big secondary, and something is broken on the car. When it came down...
Maybe, no doubt.
Well, thousands are perfect. How about a 985?
753, 182 miles an hour. Huge improvement.
From half the car that ended up the jacking for Ice Mountain Motor Post-Stop car.
Ron decided that we were just taking too long, so he dropped the hammer, went down through. Unfortunately, he's only going to get the data.
We'll reset the tree, reset all the data.
Better than her first pass where she went at 11:22. Let's see what she can card. How about an 801 at 180 miles an hour? I'll tell you, that is a nice looking hit. He goes 105, 60 foot, 675, 206. Nice.
Yeah, this car definitely. This car says 650 here on the tower. This one's going to double.
In it, but he rolls down through 659, 212. Just about the 330 mark. And Bretson looks like left before the third amp.
Twice in the finals, and the car was number one
The wall just kind of drifts and pulls that way. Saves it from making a stripe on the guardrail with orange paint. Stripe down the side of the car with some concrete. That's a bad swap. Yeah, definitely some great drive.